I wanted to ask this to DJ especially. ये दुख काहे खत्म नहीं होता बे?
I'm also asking the same question to you both.
So much of sorrow, Gigi. What
No,
to
I have a
do?
connecting question. I have a connecting question to DJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
DJ, is the sorrow a little bearable, a little lesser once you are closer to the other fans,
No, no,
or is it more?
not at all. More. I'm seeing Iraqi fans. I'm seeing Jordan's fan. So you know how it is, right?
And how are they looking at Indian fans?
Pity on us.
Are there any other teams who are doing as badly as we are?
Yes. I checked.
Who
Malaysia,
are the
Oh,
teams?
Malaysia, they have a goal difference.
Kyrgyzstan.
Goal difference -5. We are also having -5.
Oh,
Then,
you
yeah,
actually went out and did
yeah.
that.
And then I'm betting on Kyrgyzstan. They
Hmm.
they are playing against Saudi today. They have a goal difference -2, so they will concede 3 goals. They will have -5 goal difference.
Oh my God, so much calculation.
There are some hopes of respects. Moving on. Good evening,
But,
people.
but all
Welcome
of
to
us are dead
Pixel
inside.
Yeah. Only sorrow.
It's the Pixel Sports Goal Table Football Podcast. As we are
Hmm.
laughing out, but inside there is uh, deep, dark sorrow and sadness, mostly sorrow. So DJ went to see the game against Syria and Australia. DJ, Syria played really well.
Yeah. Excellent game against Australia. We never expected. We were thinking Syria will also follow the same what we did against Australia, but they had 8 shots and Australia had 10. So it was like close. And they had one shot on target, and they had one shot hit the woodwork. So they are going to
I
attack
think
us.
Australia also had one shot on target and only
Yeah.
scored at
They
that.
converted, and they got one. They hit the crossbar as well. So it was almost like a close game. Australia, of course, dominated few part of the game, and as a big team, they won the match. But Syria surprised everyone on that match.
Any players that particularly caught your eyes?
Yeah, couple of their fullbacks are really good. The fullbacks name is Abdul Rahman and Ajan. These two gentlemen, they played good against Uzbekistan and Australia. And the formation they play, right, 4-4-2. And we are playing as we also expected before Asian Cup, 4-2-3-1 with two midfielders in front of the back, deep down. It'll be a battle of midfield, and they have a midfielder. His name is Amar Ramadan. He's excellent. He's excellent player, number 12. You have to take a note of him. He is going to play well.
Gigi, you also saw the game. What's your take on the game? How did Syria tackle Australia?
Well, I think DJ summed it up pretty well. Uh, it will be a battle of the midfields, and we will come to the Indian tactics shortly. But I want to point out a certain detail here. The
Hmm.
expected goal ratio, the XG ratio for Syria is 1.38 throughout
Hmm.
the tournament, while India's XG ratio was 1.56. Okay,
Okay.
so India has actually created more big chances, and it is, I understand, a little misleading this stat because India has conceded way more big chances as well. So we have to do a ratio of the chances conceded and the chances created. But I want to bring DJ to this particular point where Stimach actually mentioned in his press conference or in his interviews that he liked India's performance against Uzbekistan. What is your take on that? He said it was uh, filled with, much like us, he also said it was filled with individual mistakes. But he said that we had a lot of takeaways from the match. So, do you think that will reflect against the match uh, of Syria, or what is your take on that?
See, he has to tell some positive, right? I didn't see anything in the second half. We discussed after Uzbekistan match that there was some positives in the second half, but overall gameplay and everything, was not convincing at all. We discussed after the match, and I feel the same today also.
No,
So
if I could
DJ,
just add,
hmm,
TD, just a
hmm,
point. Syria put more pressure on Australia, but this match between India and Syria, it's a must-win for both of the teams.
Yeah.
Needless to say, but I think we must point that out as well because uh, a draw will not do for Syria. They will become third in the group, but 2 points, one of the four best third-place teams, it will not happen.
It
So
don't
once
work.
again, much like the match against Uzbekistan, Syria will go for it once again. As Uzbekistan went for it, Syria will go for it. This will be a sort of once again a balancing act. What will Stimac do? Will he take an attacking strategy or pushing strategy like against Uzbekistan, or will he try and hold Syria to a goalless draw in the first half and then go for the win in the second half? So I think this is a very important decision that Stimac has to take.
See,
DJ,
yeah.
how to counter attack attacks this Syrian side then? For what can we do?
No, so first, again, the same. Hold your fort for 70 minutes, and then they are more eager to score. They have 1 point, they want 4 points, right? And we can do some counter attack. We can bring some more players with speed. Maybe Udanta can come in later, and other players, some fresh legs, some speed in the wing, and we should convert a couple of chances. But this time we have to convert the chances, big chances, XG, everything is in favor of us, but we have to convert. Otherwise, again, we will face the same what we had in last two matches.
Gigi, would you suggest anything?
But I think first of all, two important players they have to lift their game. So Sunil Chhetri up front. Uh, I'm sorry to say he has been a little underwhelming in this tournament in the first two matches. He has to lift his game. He has to take the responsibility to lift the entire team. He will probably get one or two chances in the first half, and he has to convert. And one at the front, one at the back. Gurpreet needs to uh, give a lot of stability to the defensive line because Gurpreet has been immense for the Indian team before the Asian Cup for the last 10 years. He is our legend. He has also made very good saves in the first two matches, but he has also conceded goals that we do not expect Gurpreet to concede. We expect much better from him. So these two stalwarts of the Indian team, Gurpreet and Sunil, they have to put in that extra effort.
Another player for me who seemed a little lost in both of the games. I think it's Manveer for me. Manveer, I like Manveer very much. He's a tall, he can provide the much needed height in Indian attack, but also he looked somewhere like he's lost in this big stage, isn't it?
First half against
Well,
Australia,
yeah.
somehow he had some of his moments, but after that, yes, I agree.
Uh, Gigi,
Yes, and also in the second match when Rahul KP came in, the game changed in the second half. In the second half, Rahul KP came in and created a chance. He hit the post. He looked way more composed. Somehow he was able to take the challenge better or perform under pressure better. So I think we'll shortly go on to our predicted lineups. There we'll discuss in more detail. But I think yes, Rahul KP should come in place of Manveer.
before we go to the probable lineup setting, DJ, are there any injury updates? Changte we saw was there were some problems about Changte. Is he okay?
No, it's a groin injury probably, so he will not be back soon. So we are not expecting him in match against Syria. Other injury, Amrinder is probably out, but before that, Sahal started the training. That's a good news. But
Good sign.
yeah, but I don't see him in the starting 11. And then
Okay.
Amrinder is also injured, but that would not affect us at all.
But that puts uh, us towards what Gigi said just a while back that
Yes.
Amrinder is not fit. So Gurpreet needs to step up his game.
Absolutely.
So GG, what you said that Rahul KP should come in. Any other changes in the probable lineup for you?
Well, for me, I think Simach will go in with the same lineup because of two reasons. The first and the most important reason is he doesn't have too many options. And
Hmm.
let's face it, we must be a little sympathetic towards the Indian coaching staff and the Indian lineup as well. They have missed the most important players. Sahal is not there, Changte is not there, Anwar Ali, we mentioned him way back. So who do you put in place of other uh, players who are not performing up to the mark? So probably I don't see any other changes in the midfield. There, I think Rahul KP is the only change that I see in the team. DJ, what is your take?
Yeah, Rahul Kafi is for sure. His performance against Uzbekistan was really caught everyone's eye. And I am seeing Brandon in place of Thapa.
Hmm. No other changes for you then,
No,
DJ.
the back line would remain same. Nikhil, Veke,
Okay.
Jingan, and Akash Mishra.
Subhashish was immense in the first match. Why not Subhashish for both of you? First, GG.
Well, Shubhashish, once again, the reason I mentioned before the second match as well, Akash Mishra provides more fluidity. But yes, we might end up missing Shubhashish when and if we concede one or two goals in the first half, or whenever we concede, there will be we will miss Shubhashish, but we have to go for the attack. We have to score goals. I think Akash Mishra will start in this match.
See, four
If given a
halves.
personal choice, I might go for Shubhashish, but yes, I
Yeah,
think Simach will go for Akash Mishra.
yeah, four halves. We have not scored a single goal yet. So, still match would go with Akash Mishra for sure.
So you are again, both of you are betting against my favorite player of the team, Deepak Tangri. You think he will not start again?
No, this time I don't see. I don't see him.
Look, our bets have changed on players. Stance has changed. For example, I voted for Brandon starting in the first match. DJ said no chance. And then today, DJ is saying that Brandon will probably start. So
Yeah.
I think the perspectives are changing. We as fans, we can only think what can happen. But let's see what actually happens on the field.
Yep.
Okay, so GG, time for the prediction. What is going to happen? Who is going to win the match?
Well, I'll play a little safe this time, but not really. I think 1-0 will be the score line, but I don't know in whose favor. I think
Oh, no, you
either
have to
of the
say.
sides will
You
win.
have to say. You have to say.
Take a side, GG. It's the
Yeah,
last match.
that's right.
No,
Last
if,
match.
if taking a side was an option, I would take India's side, but I think Syria will win 1-0.
Okay.
Okay.
DJ,
1-1.
1-1. Okay. So a point for Indian team. Look, I have seen both of the match from start to finish. I cannot but say that India is going to lose the match for me. The scoreline will be 4-0 to Syria.
So you have a binary statement always, right?
Uh,
India winning against Australia 4-0
yes,
again.
can I ask why, TD? Can you just substantiate your 4-0 stance
And
in one line?
none of the team's defense has impressed me so far. So I think once everyone start converting their chances, the scoreline should reflect what I thought.
Okay, let's
Okay.
hope against hope. Yeah.
Yes.
So just let's round up the game week 2. Uh, I saw a very nice game. For me, it was the game of the tournament so far. It was Iraq versus Jordan. It finished 2-2. Such an entertaining game. Group
South
E,
Korea.
DJ went to
South Korea versus Jordan.
Jordan versus South Korea.
sorry, Jordan versus South Korea 2-2. It was in Group E. DJ went to cover the game. DJ, how was it for you?
Excellent game. So this was a battle between physicality and technique. Also, team game versus personal brilliance. We talked in the first episode that South Korea is depending on the personal brilliance. They have very skillful players in their team. And this match shows FIFA rankings are not everything. Jordan's FIFA ranking currently is 87, and South Korea at 23rd third position. So, but still, Jordan managed to get a point. Not only that, they were 2-1 up till 90 minutes. Somehow, they conceded an own goal, and Korea managed a point from that game. So it was a brilliant game of football. Overall, the support stadium was electrifying environment. I enjoyed. One thing I just want to mention here, Heung Min Son, we know how he is. And Korea, in the first half, what we saw, Kang Lee was isolated and it was affecting the Korea's attack a bit. Second half, they pulled up and they started attacking. Kang Lee's involvement was very crucial, and then they started dominating the attacking third and managed to score the equalizer goal.
Jordan did not leave anything in behind for Kangli or Son to run into the balls. They protected their flanks very,
Exactly.
very well. I was
Exactly.
so impressed by
Exactly.
the Jordan inside.
Exactly.
Uh, Gigi, you saw the game?
Yes, I saw the game, but yes, I think DJ mentioned all the important points. I wanted to ask DJ personally about his experience of seeing Son from so close. I think it must have been a brilliant experience, but he talked about it. Uh, DJ, do you want to add anything to your
No, but sorry,
experience of seeing Son?
yeah. So it was like I wanted to cover the match because of him only, honestly. And both the matches I covered, I clicked the photos of him, so I'm happy. I'm super happy.
And you're
Yes, but
not bringing anything for us.
We'll see.
Only the
Surprise,
picture.
only
probably.
okay,
Memory,
Okay.
memory, memories. Very welcome, of course.
no, but yes, but the other match in the group, Bahrain defeated Malaysia 1-0. So that makes this group the last match between Bahrain and Jordan a comfortable ride for both in a way. We
Hmm.
actually thought that this Bahrain versus Jordan match will be a war field. DJ said that this will not be a match, this will be a war. Now, seeing the current state of affairs, now South Korea most probably will defeat Malaysia and end up being the first team. Jordan already have 4 points and Bahrain have 3 points. So if they play out a very peaceful draw, both of them will qualify most probably. Jordan will qualify the second team, and with 4 points, Bahrain are more or less they will qualify for the next round. So I think I will go against DJ and say this might play out to be a very peaceful and uh,
But we
subtle draw.
predicted all the three teams qualifying from this group.
Yes, yes. I think that will happen. That will
That
happen.
will happen. Yeah.
Another interesting game for me, which I fumbled somehow in this previous question. The game was against Iraq and Japan. I was so excited to talk about this to DJ because he went to cover this match. It was an upset.
It was an upset. And we follow football to witness this types of matches, aren't we? So Iraq being a minnow, and they played according to a specific plan and defeated Japan. And everyone contributed in their win. All the Iraqi supporters were behind their team from the beginning. They were booing every time Japanese players were touching the ball. It was crazy, hostile environment, and they scored against Japan. They defended with everything till last minute. And Amin Hussein, we should appreciate him. He scored both the goals for them. He was brilliant.
Mm.
And as I mentioned, right, they stick to their plans till last second, and they won the match.
Yes,
Gigi,
I think
you saw the game?
yes, yes. This is a huge takeaway for the underdogs. How to
Yes.
build a plan and how to maintain that plan till the last moment. Just discipline. They uh, actually won this match through sheer discipline, Iraq, and this was a huge upset. Japan is the best ranked team from Asia, right now,
And they are the
and
favorite.
they're the favorites. Iraq not only stopped them, they defeated them, and this has made the group extremely interesting, if I may add, because
Hmm.
Indonesia has suddenly defeated Vietnam. Our prediction was
Okay.
Indonesia will be fourth in the group, and
Yes.
Vietnam, riding on their golden generation, just might become third. But suddenly, with this defeat in the hands of Indonesia, Indonesia and Japan both are on 3 points, and Iraq
So,
on 6 points, Vietnam on 0 points. So Vietnam are out almost. Iraq, they are through. No one expected that Japan would eventually fight for the second or the third spot. So if
Yes.
Indonesia somehow Indonesia can pull off an upset and defeat Japan, we might actually see Japan uh,
giving
relegated
us
from the group. Yes, which
sayonara for Japan.
it will be
That might happen.
unbelievable, but there is a possibility.
Uh, I just want to for me the group C is the most scripted group of all time in the tournament. Everything is going as per plan. But
Don't use
DG
the
said
word scripted, TD, please. Don't use the word scripted.
I meant if anything could have been scripted, then Group C would reflect that. You wanted to
That
say
doesn't make it
something about.
better.
Okay. So, do you have something? You had something to say about
Yes,
Group
yes.
C.
The Palestine UAE match. Yes, the Palestine UAE match ended in a 1-1 stalemate, but it was the scoreline is not a reflection of the match. Palestine absolutely dominated the match. After the red card in the 42nd or 43rd minute, from with the red card, Palestine received a penalty as well. They converted the penalty, so the scoreline became 1-1, and Palestine created a lot of chances, at least 12 to 15 chances. They should have scored. Palestine should have won this match. Palestine not winning this match has actually made the group very apparent. What we predicted will happen. Iran and UAE will go through. But yes, this match, if we had a result in favor of Palestine, then the group would have been wide open.
Wide
But
open.
it has not happened.
Even they if they win against Hong Kong in the last match, they will have 4 points and they might qualify.
Yes, might qualify. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. But there is probably no doubt regarding second and third place. I
Yes.
think UAE will finish second because they also lead in the head-to-head against
And
Palestine.
the goal difference is now one catch is there. The goal
Hmm.
difference UAE having 2 and Palestine -3. So if
Yes,
Iran,
that is the problem. That is
yeah,
the
that is a
problem.
problem.
Palestine cannot
Correct.
uproot UAE from the second
Correct.
spot.
So it's like
They have to score five
third.
goals
They
against them.
had
Yeah,
to win their match. They
they had
had
to
to
win
win
their
against
match and
UAE.
they have to hope that 4 points would be sufficient to qualify from as a best third from the group.
As the best
I
third.
think
Yes.
I think they lost their chance against UAE. They played pretty
Yes, yes,
dominantly in that
yes.
match. DJ, you said in the first episode and also in the second episode and also in the third episode and the consequent episode that there is no chance for Qatar of winning this whole thing. But this guy, Akram Afi, he has scored 3 goals. He might single-handedly win the whole tournament for Qatar.
This football. He is not Maradona or match for
DJ,
Qatar.
he
He's
might just become an Asian Maradona. You never
Asian
know.
Maradona, yes.
no, but still, Qatar is not playing good football. So what I observed, and let's see what happened tomorrow against China, and then I you don't know, like you never know
Against China,
whether.
I think they will win pretty easily, but in the knockout stages, we will be holding DJ to the justice.
Yeah, well, like I might.
What Qatar do.
It's good for Qatar if I may change my opinion later. But
Hmm.
today also I'm saying the same. Qatar is not
Well,
gonna
taking a cue from what TD said that Qatar will defeat China
easily.
comprehensively. Uh,
Hmm.
yes, but I have some points about the group from this point.
Hmm.
Qatar are on 6 points. China, they have played out very two stalemates, two nil-nil draws. So China are on 2 points, and
Hmm.
Tajikistan and Lebanon are playing each other, both of them on 1 point. So uh, this group is panning out exactly the way we thought or we
Hmm.
predicted. We said that the first Qatar will easily top the group, and there will be a huge battle between China, Tajikistan, and Lebanon. If I don't know if Tajikistan and Lebanon play out a draw, and Qatar defeats China, all three of them, China, Tajikistan, Lebanon, end up on 2 points. So
Then
you never know this.
China will qualify. because of the goal difference. They have goal
Mhm.
difference as
Zero, I
zero.
guess.
Yeah, zero.
Zero,
So,
yes.
but if they lost the match, then they are not going to qualify at all, because with 2 points as a base third team, I don't see an option.
And
And in all probability, Tajikistan and Lebanon, they will play a very open match because they know
Yes.
a draw will not do, and both of them will go for a win. So there
Yeah,
will be a result, I think.
yeah, I have selected the ticket for Qatar versus China. Now I'm thinking I should go and watch Tajikistan versus Lebanon. That would be a great game.
More interesting, I think.
Yeah,
Yes,
more
yes, I think you should
interesting.
go for it.
so
Yes,
all
that
the
is
best.
all about.
Yes, all the best to DJ. We will be back again on the 23rd to cover India versus Syria. And I will have these two amazing gentlemen with me.
Amazing.
And yes,
Amazing.
amazing. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
But
we will have this not very expert with us.
so-called not expert, okay? So bye-bye, Tata.
You
And till
predicted
then,
4-0 for Syria, 4 India nil. I'll remember
And
this,
he might
and
just be right.
we'll discuss this
Yes,
after the game.
the saddest part is he might just be right. That is the saddest part.
Yeah, okay. So
uh,
actually, you guys don't want me to stay here for a long.
I miss you, DJ.
I know. I'm coming
No, no,
back
I don't miss
soon.
you, DJ. Please make India win. I
No, I'll
can
be
stay
back. I'll be
without
back
you for a
soon.
few more days.
Yeah.
Goodbye, people. Stay wild.